So Bayern München 1, Bottle Job FC 0. It was all in our hands, and it was all in our hands at half time because I actually thought we did all right. Weren't amazing. The game wasn't amazing. It was very tactical, very methodic, robotic at times. However, we weren't getting ripped. The goalkeeper weren't having to pull off weldies. We weren't getting their players in behind us, apart from once with Tommy, once, I can't remember who it was, and Ben White made a great tackle. But up the other end, we were a semi-threat as well. Martin Odegaard made some nice passes. I thought he was brilliant in the first half. Probably the best player for us in the first half. But Kenny, again, at half-time, what is this manager saying to them? Because he changed up everything that got us to that point. After 90 minutes plus another 45, we got 45 to go. And it was almost like we were playing as the club 2-0 down with 45 to go against Bayern in the Allianz, against a better gaffer and better gifted footballers. What the hell did we just witness?
Well, I'll tell you what we witnessed is the truth. I think the scales are falling out of a lot of people's eyes. You know, this reminds me a lot of, I'm a cricket fan. And sometimes it's like watching England play at cricket. And everyone used to think England were great at cricket until they played the West Indies in the 80s and they got thrashed. And you realise that's their level. And then when it came to the 90s and the early 21st century, when they played Australia, until they played Australia, you found that level. And I think today we've learned our true level. I think there's been over-optimism because we played beautiful football and it was entertaining, beating teams like Burnley, Sheffield United and Diva motivated West Ham. And we actually thought we were this great side. And we looked at Bayern, showed them complete disrespect. And let's not just fans, because you can cook them all along. But when you have people like
our away fans, apparently, sorry to cut you, Kenny, our away fans, and my chat was lighting up saying, yo, there's about 3,000, 2,000 of them there, and you can hear them non-stop. Big up to everyone who went there tonight.
Well, our away fans are the true fans, But the fact is that there was over-optimism and arrogance. Oh, the only team that can stop Man City from winning the league is Arsenal, Paul Merson, Rio Ferdinand, bigging us up. There's nothing to big up.
We're scary, though. We're scary, Kenny. Arsenal are scary and scintillating.
Scary of what, Lee? The fact is, this is our level. This is our level. You can come out with as much crap and excuses as you like Ali McCoy's, a young, talented squad. That it's a learning curve. I mean, shut the F up, mate. Learning curve. You spent £750 million and you've got to spend another £700 million to actually challenge. No, you don't realise how bad things are, because don't get me wrong, you're going to get certain people in the emergency meeting, and I was on a show with certain people where they're saying it ain't that bad. Look what we've done. That we're being pessimistic. But the fact is, Musiala, who was younger than Martinelli and Saka, turned up today. And he showed that he was genuinely top class, and that you could consider him world class. Yet the players that we laud as world class, Saka and Martinelli, you've got to have a conversation about them.
Oh, Declan. Where was Declan?
Because the other day, you can't keep on saying about Saka, and I'm the biggest culprit, but Martinelli's part of this problem as well. Oh, there's levels they can go to. They're still young. Forget they're still young. Martinelli's been part of this team since 2020. He's probably played 150 games.
2019.
Well, no, 2019. But Saka's been around his first team since 2018. So he's played 250 games, plus he's played internationals. So there's no excuse for this. Declan Rice, again, second half, got absolutely roasted by Goretzka.
Again.
And Lema. And there were times when they were running away from Lema, when he got the ball, he was running away and you're chasing shadows again. We laud you up and say, that, West Ham, you're worth twice as much as the £105 million you paid, and you're a good player.
Can we pay you more? Can we pay you more, West Ham?
But that's the thing. That's all you are, a good player. This Champions League has shown that we've got light years behind the best teams in Europe. As I said before, look at the bench. We gave Reece Nelson a contract. a contract.
Didn't
Yet
even get a
he's not
game.
even come on. Eddie Nketiah was brought on with 4 minutes to go. You gave him a 3-year contract a year ago, 2 years ago.
100 grand
so
a week.
going on? You're talking about
Smith
this
Rowe.
great.
Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe didn't get on. Smith Rowe didn't
Saka
get on.
and them or Smith
Yeah,
Rowe.
all these guys you're talking about, and this young manager. When are we going to realise that the squad is still thin? The problems that we encountered last season is the same problems we encountered this season. And the common denominator is, Lee, when you get to the business end of the season, from Easter Monday onwards, that is when you learn the real quality of your team, the real quality of your manager. And right now, we are short down the left-hand side, we're short the striker, and we're short in midfield, because decent teams in Europe and decent teams in the Premiership who didn't fear us, right now, this is how you beat Arsenal. This is what Bayern did and what Villa did. Make sure that you don't let them go down the wings. You make sure that they play through the middle, and then what you do is you can bunch around them. You don't even have to press them. You just mark them and then see what they do, and they struggle. Make sure that Declan Rice, you sit on Declan Rice, and then when you get the ball, make Declan Rice run and not affect the game. All you got to do is Saka is just starve him of service and make him come inside and render him effective, like you did to Martinelli. That's how Villa beat us. That's how Bayern should have smashed us last week. That's how Bayern beat us. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, if Arsenal want to win the league next season and they want to challenge the Champions League, these are players that are going to have to go. Jesus, off you go. Right. Ramsdale, off you go. Martinelli, off you go. Jesus, off you go. Nelson, goodbye. Thanks, goodbye. El Neni, out you go. Smith Rowe, off you go. And then I'm afraid Kivior, time you went, and Zinchenko, time you went. And Tomiyasu, I think he's going to have to go as well, because that squad isn't good enough to take us into the last,
What about Vieira? Where was Vieira tonight? 35 mil. Where is
he? Again, this says it a lot. This shouts now. You got a player where we're short of bodies in midfield, where we need an extra body in midfield in order to pass the ball and actually stop ourselves from getting outnumbered, and someone who can actually pass the ball accurately. What do? You don't play him because you don't rate him. Yet you play Martinelli because you want to play on a counter-attack. Yet when
you bring Eddie on, but you don't bring Vieira on.
This shouts about. There's 2 instances, right, when Bayern Munich had corners, all they had was Leroy Sané at the back with Neuer.
Yep.
Where was the counter?
They don't rate us, Kenny. Nobody rates us.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. You bought Martinelli for the counter attack to play the high line. Yet you can't. Yet he's covered the cut inside. So that's a waste of selection. So, and that's a conundrum. It's all right to say don't play Zinchenko, but who else is going to be able to get the ball?
But Kenny, they've got Eric Dyer at centre back. He was the best centre back over the 2 legs.
Yeah, Eric Dyer lit up a cigar, and then
he was the best centre back over the 2. Real talk. He was the best centre back.
What about Kai Havertz? You get Kai Havertz in goal scoring positions. You say, right, he makes the run. So he's made the runs. He's in on go. Why is he looking for a pass? Why is he not testing Neuer?
Taking an extra touch, volley it or pass it.
Do you know Neuer made one save, one actual difficult save, and that
was Manuel Neuer strolls into our midfield.
Yeah.
Did you see Ederson's penalty tonight? Ederson strolls into our midfield.
But I'm saying, but Manuel Neuer actually made a save in the 89th minute of Odegaard. Guess what? They didn't give a corner. They said it was a goal.
But it didn't.
That was the only time we tested Manuel Neuer. So
apart from Odegaard had one in the first half where he made some off-key looking save. But other than that, and one was straight at him from Martinelli that he should have scored. But this is where the big players step up in big moments of big football.
It gets even better though. No Gnabry, no Davies. Yet they had Missouri, who only played one game since February. He looked like he played well. He looked comfortable. Guerrero, who's a left back, played further up, looked comfortable. He actually created their goal. Let's talk about their goal. Let's talk about the way Leroy Sané spun Tomiyasu, put in an overhit cross, and then no one is anticipating Guerrero having an acres of space. He puts the ball in that area. Martinelli and Tomiyasu
ball watching.
Joshua Kimmich from right back goes in, heads the ball in the net. I mean, and then you're gonna get Prats on social media saying, "What did Harry Kane do today?" I'll tell you what Harry Kane did. Harry Kane dropped himself to the midfield and was spraying passes where if the final pass was accurate, we would have been 3 or 4 down. That's what Harry Kane did.
And what Harry Kane did was occupy the centre backs and sucked 2 men towards him to leave space elsewhere. But listen, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to do Jez, pause, and then Matty afterwards, pause again. Check my fan cam out. Follow Kenny Ken 1972.
Really quickly.
Go on.
The season's over. The season's over.
We have beaten Wolves at the weekend, mate.
You know, like the irony of it is that by this time last year the season was over. So we surpassed ourselves by making sure we replicate what happened last season, which means
we're a catfish. We're a fugazi.
Yeah, all the great work we've done over the year, it just shows you that like I said, the holes that you have in your squad always show up, because at the end of the day, you can't put a plaster over a deep cut. You've got to have an operation.
Facts. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972. We're doing an emergency meeting shortly as well. We're out of here. Laters.